Yeah, good advice. Do not give up. Listen here to AJ's part, but she takes science and a little art, so you can recover hard, recover smart, recover hard, recover smart. Trust your mind, trust your heart, recover hard, recover smart, recover smart.
Kayaka runner and former netballer AJ Davis ruptured her ACL during a netball game on November the 19th, 2024. In Recover Hard, Recover Smart, AJ interviews athletes, coaches and other experts to learn real-world insight to help guide all sports people through the dark and challenging journey of recovering from injury.
Recover smart. Recover smart.
Hi, AJ Davis here. Thanks for tuning into this chat with Zara Walsh. Zara is a player for Sturt in the SA NFLW, and a few things that surprised me in this chat that I want to draw your attention to are how her support team played a huge role in her recovery and how her mindset changed to go from losing all motivation to getting back on the footy field. I hope you find this helpful. Hello and welcome back. Today I'm joined by Zara Walsh, who plays footy for the Sturt senior women's team that is a part of the SANFL. Zara ruptured her ACL in 2024 and is here to talk about her recovery journey. So Zara, to start off with, how long have you been playing footy for?
I've been playing footy since 2019. I joined just a local club, and then it's kind of blossomed from there.
Yeah. When did you first start playing for Sturt, and how did you get in for it?
Yeah, so I was approached by one of I think it was the team manager, Jackson, just through playing local. He invited me to try out, and so I did.
Hey, too good. Do you enjoy playing footy?
Yeah, I love it. I love the competitive side of it, and I also love the teamwork side of it, like being able to play a game with all your friends and wanting to achieve the same thing is really cool.
That would have been so hard when you did your ACL, having to be taken away from that.
Yeah, it was really hard, like the mental side of it and being sidelined and watching everyone play on, and then you not even being able to really run or waiting for surgery, and then the surgery happening, and then you getting to your next milestone after next milestone while they all keep playing was really tough.
How did you do your ACL?
Yeah, so I did it in round 5, and I literally was just going up for a mark. It wasn't even contested, and that was it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That sucks. After you did your ACL, did you believe that you could come back to playing footy at the same level?
Yeah, look, I was inspired by a lot of other people that had done it before, and seeing all of them and people in the AFL and AFLW was really inspiring and motivating, and made it look and seem much more achievable and reachable. I always knew I wanted to play again. It was never, I'm not going to play again. It was never going to stop me, but it was definitely, I guess, a mental thing of being back to where I was, and that being really challenging to take it one step at a time, not rush the rehab process, but just at the same time wanting to rush it to get back to where I was. So there's a fine line.
I think that's really important to have someone to look up to during it, so you don't feel so alone.
Yeah, it was good. And even just my teammate Izzy, who had also done hers previously as well, was helping me so much through it. I any question I had, she would answer, and the support around me made it so much easier.
That's so good. What was your mindset like to achieve coming back to playing how you are now?
Yeah, well, it did take a bit. Even now, I'm still struggling with it, but I was I took a month or 2 off. Obviously, after surgery, I can't really do much, and then I kind of lost motivation. It was a mental challenge to get myself in the gym, but then once I started, I didn't stop, and it was really good to have all the support and programs and coaches and teammates around you, pushing you to do that as well. I didn't feel as alone. But there was some dark days, and it's never an easy thing, especially because I've never really been injured before, and then that to be my first injury.
Yeah.
Quite different. And yeah, no, it once I got going, I was fine, but it was definitely, it's been a long road.
Yeah. Yeah. So did you ever feel like you would never make it back to playing footy?
There are times where I just felt like the finish line was so far out of reach. Like when I wasn't able to run, or when I wasn't able to run, and it was just like one lap of an oval, I felt like playing footy again was just so far in the future. Then, you know, you tick off your check boxes and you tick off your milestones, and it kind of goes quick when you look back on it. But yeah, at the start, straight after surgery, not being able to do anything, just felt like I would never be able to play again.
Yeah. How did you get through those days and what were certain strategies that you used to kind of push through?
Yeah, like as I said, the support around me was really motivating. Like on the days that I couldn't do it, you know, my teammates or my coach would bring me or something and, you know, say some motivating words to get me back. And then also just like looking at old clips and vision and games, and that was like, I want to get back there and seeing how I perform. And yeah, I think also obviously watching other people do it as well made it seem like, as I said, less alone. But yeah, it's just flipping that switch in your brain. Like instead of like, you can feel sorry for yourself for only so long until you have to like push through it. And I know it's not as easy for everyone, and other people's journeys are a bit different. But yeah, I just had to flip that switch in my brain and get in the gym.
Yeah. Who or what was your biggest source of support during your recovery?
My family was huge. Like there was times that I couldn't even shower by myself because you can't get your stitches or your leg really wet. So and even being able to walk, like learning to walk on my crutches and then learning to walk without my crutches. And I remember like times when I was so upset in my bed and my sister would just come and sit with me because I couldn't really get out of the house, or like I was just in so much pain. Or like she would help me with my rehab exercises. And yeah, it's just not feeling as alone, like kind of surrounding yourself, whether it be friends coming over. Yeah, it's just the support around you, like also all the coaches, your teammates, family, definitely being a big one.
Yeah, that's so important. What did your rehab look like and what were your main milestones?
Yeah, so rehab, like my physio was really good, like taking it one step at a time, kind of encouraging me not to rush because then she made it clear that that's when more damage can be done.
Yeah.
So it was just, checkbox stuff. So ticking off, you know, the first run and then making those runs bigger, and then like lots of muscle, because when you do your ACL, you lose all your muscle in your leg. So like, you know, building up your quad muscles again, building up your leg muscles, and also making sure that you're doing single leg stuff rather than both leg stuff. So then you get back to the same ratio on both legs, because at the start you literally looked so silly because one of your legs had no muscle at all. It's just flabby skin. And then the other one's fine. So yeah, just getting that ratio back up. But yeah, checkbox stuff, running, and then, you know, at the end contact, and then being able to play again. Even when I was cleared to play, they put me through one game, like you get to play half and then 3/4 and then a full game, and then you're up to the selection. Yeah, process, but taking it slow is also really good to make sure that you get everything done.
What was your proudest achievement throughout your rehab?
I think my proudest achievement was just like flipping that switch, because at the start I felt so sorry for myself. I was like one of my lowest times mentally, but then just like flipping that switch and just, you know, taking it for what it is. I can't change anything, so I may as well work with what I've got and use it as motivation to get back to where I was. I was proud of myself at the end of it, proud of myself for being able to play a game again. Like just getting out there was the best feeling. Obviously it wasn't at any standard to what I used to be at, but it just like you have to focus on what you've got rather than what you don't have. And proud of myself for flipping that switch, I guess.
Yeah. What are you going to do differently now to prevent another ACL injury?
Never skip a leg day.
Okay.
It was like drilled into me to like go to the gym and stuff, and before my ACL I was hardly in there. I just didn't really have motivation to, but now it's a whole different ball game. Like you have to work on not just the running and, you know, the agility side of football, but the strength and all that sort of stuff as well.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, and also actually also having private health. I didn't have private health for my ACL, and that was a lot of money out of my parents' pockets. So definitely having.
Okay, yeah. Did you learn anything surprising about yourself throughout your rehab?
I think I learnt that I was stronger than what I thought I was. Like, it's such a horrible situation, and if you don't flip that mindset, you can take yourself to a very dark place. So just the strength and pulling yourself out of such an uncomfortable space and working with what you've got made me realize that like your brain and your mentality is such a important thing in getting yourself back on track. Like you can have your time, but you know, you can only dwell on days.
To finish off, what piece of advice would you give if you could go back and talk to yourself right after you did your ACL?
I think I would give myself the advice of just, like, sounds silly, but like just stopping and smelling the roses. Like just keep focusing on the next thing, like focusing now. And like I felt like during I was just like, okay, what can I do next to get back? Like what can I push through? But like ACL is such a time injury. Like you can only do so much, but your body actually needs time and recovery and all that. And so I think just telling myself to just chill. And like take one day at a time, take it one milestone at a time, rather than like having the mindset of, all right, what's next? Be advice. And because the goal is to get back. So you don't want to get back with rushing it. Like I felt like I rushed it a bit and it's impacted now that I'm back, it's impacted it a bit, I feel. But as I said, I can do about that now. But it is what it is, and you can only do so much. So take the time, let your body recover and do what it needs to do.
Yeah, great advice to finish off the episode. Thank you so much, Zara, for talking to me.
That's okay. Thank you for having me.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to Recover Hard, Recover Smart. If you found this useful, AJ would really appreciate it if you let a friend know about it. She knows that recovery is hard, but this podcast is doing its best to shine a light on some smart ways of getting through it. If you'd like to learn more about AJ's story and this podcast and discover other resources and insights to help you on your recovery journey, visit this website, recoverhardrecoversmart.com.au. That's recoverhardrecoversmart.com.au.
Recover hard, recover smart.